What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld Podcast, and we're going to be talking about Week 7 in the 2019 NFL season. We're going to jump off promptly with the Rams and the Falcons. Now, what you guys might remember most about this game is not football. Aaron Donald just straight up lift Devonta Freeman off the ground. See, this is the thing. People got to understand something. It doesn't really matter if you're like a short guy or whatever like that, but you got to be able to hold your ground because gravity is helping you a lot more than the guy that's taller than you. So Devonta Freeman is not a small dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, the dude goes in the gym, like he puts in work. But Aaron Donald's on a whole nother level, obviously, with the weight and what he does. But this is what I want people to understand. You got to be very, very careful who you decide to want to go to war with. Like me, bro, I don't care how old Mike Tyson gets, bro. I don't want to fight Mike Tyson because I want to keep my eye sockets in place. You see, like, a certain dudes you just don't want to deal with. Aaron Donald is a guy that you got to be very, very careful, especially when you're undersized like that. But Devonta Freeman ain't a little dude, though. Like, he's little, but he's not little. You know what I'm saying? But either way, Jalen Ramsey went out there, and it doesn't look like anything is wrong with him. Dude was out with back injuries with the Jags. Looks like he's fine to me, bro. Dude was out there locking up. Julio did beat him one good time, but then again, Matt Ryan is garbage. That's all. Dolphins and the Bills. This game was kind of, I don't know, like, I want to say it was exciting to a point, but then it really wasn't, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't really explain what exactly it was, but it's the Dolphins and the Bills. Like, you're looking at Fitzmagic, and you already know he's going to lose, and it's like, okay. And the Bills look like a formidable team. You saw how they look when they played the Patriots. They're 5-1. They're up and coming. Like, we got to wait to see exactly what goes on. But remember, in certain games, even though teams are trash, they still will actually perform. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty much like you got to understand exactly what you're looking at per week, because the Dolphins are trash and we know the Bills are better, but sometimes people play down to their opponents, which is why teams like the Patriots always they do what they're supposed to do, because usually they beat the people they're supposed to beat. Other teams like kind of play down to it, because the Bills should have probably like just dismantled the Dolphins, to be honest, but it didn't work out that way. But it is what it is. The Bills are still looking exciting. The Jags and the Bengals. The Bengals, you know what I'm saying, bro? They suck. You know what I'm saying? The Jaguars, Minshew, like, dudes out there doing whatever. I'm still not, like, the Jags' whole thing is all messed up. I'm still not sold on Fournette, but I like Minshew. I really do, man. I don't know what they're going to do when that dude Foles gets back. I would just keep Minshew out there, bro. Like, real talk. Like, I wouldn't even care about it, but it is what it is. Bottom line is they got to win that they were supposed to win. The Bengals are not really a good team, so it doesn't really matter. Vikings and the Lions. Now, again, I've been really, really hard on Kirk Cousins, bro. Like, going wild on him. That man's been playing a lot better. And like I said, you got to give him his respect. The Lions, dudes are dropping wide open passes. Marvin Jones had four receiving TDs. He should have had 5 or 6. Dude likes to drop passes, bro. He just likes to do it. And it's not, like, Matthew Stafford has been playing very, very well, in my opinion, putting the ball where the receivers can catch it, and they're just letting him down. Usually I'll be harder on Matthew Stafford because sometimes he just does whatever he wants. But he's been literally putting the ball, like, right in their hands. It's sort of like what happened with Baker Mayfield last week. They're putting the ball right in the vicinity or right in their hands. And these bum receivers, not saying that Marvin Jones is a bum, but you got to catch those touchdowns, bro. Like, that's why they lost to the Packers the week before. The tight end, Hawkinson, like, these dudes don't catch the ball. So you can't blame, Matthew Stafford. But the Vikings are playing real well, man. Like, kudos to them, man. Kudos to Kirk Cousins. I don't know what happened. Maybe because dudes was raging about it. Thielen is going to be out a couple weeks, though, I believe. But either way, man, he's balling. He's throwing the ball the way he's supposed to do. But Matthew Stafford, I think he's playing well, and just not, like, his team is not living up to it, man. Like, seriously. Raiders and the Packers. Now, this game was supposed to be a lot closer. There were some calls that went kind of, I know Raider fans would be like, yo, what about this call? But, Aaron Rodgers was doing his thing last night, bro. He was showing us why people think he's one of the greatest throwers of the football. Pretty much. Like, he had a perfect rating throughout most of the game. Overall, there were some calls, though, that I really didn't like that they should have given the Raiders, like, they had that pass interference or holding or whatever where the ball was overthrown, it was uncatchable. There were certain things that went on, but ultimately, Derek Carr, bro, like, that dude right there, dog, like, that fumble, you know the fumble I'm talking about, where he tries to dive for the pylon and it goes out of bounds. That pretty much changed the game. If they hold on to the ball right there and score, they probably, stay close, and this can go either way. I will tell you this, man. I'm not as like down on the Raiders as I thought I would be. They've been playing like pretty hard. Maybe Chucky knows what he's doing. I don't know, but this game could have went a lot of it could have went a different way. It could have absolutely went a different way, and it turned out to be something else. And this is where we are right now with it. So again, with the Packers, bro, we got to wait to see what actually happens with this team, because they're looking very, very impressive, man. Like defensively, they can hold an opponent when they're supposed to. Offensively, Aaron Rodgers is in his bag. We got to see what happens. Texans and the Colts. People don't give Jacoby Brissett. What I'm about to call him Brissett. I don't know why I was thinking. Bro, it's like Byron Leftwich. Like you think about Byron Sandwich. Okay, Jacoby Brissett. People don't give him a lot of credit. I watched a lot of this game. This guy is deadly accurate, bro. Like, he's deadly accurate, and he's mobile enough to be able to get first downs. I don't think people give the Colts enough credit, man. They thought that, Andrew Luck retiring. Like, I don't want to say that Andrew Luck wasn't that deal. He was a decent, whatever, bro. But I'm just saying, they didn't really fall off too much. I think Jacoby Brissett is, like, he's taking it in. Like, he's getting everything in. Like, bro, I'm a starting quarterback in the NFL, and he's taking advantage of it. Deshaun Watson tried to make a lot of plays, especially that trick play where he pitched it for that touchdown, but the Colts defense at the end of the day was just too much. And the Texans don't protect Deshaun Watson. That's pretty much the bottom line. There's nothing else to really talk about, but the Colts were very impressive. Cardinals and the Giants. This was a very, very good game, primarily because Kyler Murray, bro, that dude right there, he's mad tiny dog, but he's like Mighty Mouse. Like, he just never stops running around and being a savage. And you got to appreciate it, bro. Like, watching it, I think he's one of the most exciting players in the NFL. The Giants, Danny Dimes, what's good? That's pretty much what it is. Saquon was trying to be Barry Sanders and getting mad loss for yardage, but guess what? He has no O-line, so congratulations. It was a decent game to watch, but nothing too exciting. 49ers and Redskins. This was like a torrential downpour. I tweeted out about the fumble that really hurt the Redskins when they were on the drive. Who else would fumble when you really need him the most? Ding, 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 ding. Adrian Peterson. That dude's been fumbling his whole career. You remember when they had to change the way he carried the ball because he was fumbling so much with the Vikings? That guy's still doing what he's doing. Like, if he didn't have all those fumbles, the fumble issues early in his career, he would have had a much better turnout, especially when he was trying to get more money from the Vikings before they let him go. They knew, like, bruh, this dude can break a big run out of I form, but the dude also will put the ball on the turf immediately. And that's pretty much that's always been his issue. Now, I know it was raining and it was crazy, whatever, but why did nobody else fumble up until that point? I was watching the game like back and forth. I don't think anybody fumbled up until that point, but you give the ball to Adrian Peterson and then this guy fumbles. Like, look, it is what it is, guys. But the 49ers defense, they did what they were supposed to do. It was a tough fought game. Garoppolo, I don't know what his stats were, but they were mad disgusting. Don't worry about it. But 9-0, 6-0, it doesn't have to be pretty. All the games throughout the season are not going to be pretty, but you got to make sure that you get those tough ones, bro. I keep telling people, this might look crazy, but that changes the game for them going forward. The Chargers and the Titans. The Chargers keep finding ways to lose that I just don't understand how. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? You lose to Tannehill? Bro, 312 pass yards, 2 touchdowns, like 120 passer rating? You serious? You lose to Ryan Tannehill. That's what you do. You make it look like Mariota is garbage because they put in another guy that's supposed to be better, and he actually beats the Chargers defense. I'm done with the Chargers. I'm done with Melvin Gordon. You know what I'm saying, bro? You're holding out, get no money, come back, you're trash, whatever. Saints, Bears. What was going on in this game? Aren't the Bears supposed to have good defense? Why is Teddy Bridgewater trying to take Drew Brees' job? Why is he making it look like Sean Payton is the biggest genius ever? Like, what is going on with the NFL? Like, if you started the Bears defense, your butt cheeks was just like, what? You were getting ravished. But again, I got to give Teddy Bridgewater credit because when you least expect it or you think that he's just like a game manager, he makes plays. The Bears, I don't know what's going on. I don't even care about like the offensive thing. I don't care about the making fun of the little short guy, running back guy, Tariq Cohen. I don't care about all that. This is what I care about. You're supposed to be a staple with defense. You cannot give up 36 points to a Saints team without Drew Brees. That's all I'm saying. Like, everybody, you can say whatever else you want to say. Fine, good, great. But the Bears are known for their defense. So you cannot do that. That's it. That's all. Ravens and the Seahawks. Look, Lamar Jackson, man. The way that he ended his last season, he just kept working, bro. You remember when they were booing him because he couldn't throw the ball last year in the playoffs and it was just mad disgusting? John Harbaugh stayed with him. It was all that crap. He just outplayed Russell Wilson at his house, bro. Like, in his house, 12th man house. Like, outplayed him. Craziness. Bro, I don't understand this, bro. it just shows you the harder you work, the more you put into something, you don't need nobody to believe in you, bro. All you need is yourself. You know what I'm saying? He went out there, he got the coaching he needed. You know what I'm saying? He stayed in the gym. He did everything he needed to do. He was making fun of changing his cleats because people, linebackers were catching them. This young man has so much potential. And I don't want to make it seem like, all right, let's forget about Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson is unbelievable. But it's a beautiful thing to see somebody come back like that and just completely rebound and just take it. Like, this man is just taking it from the league right now. Shout out to Lamar Jackson and that Ravens squad, man. Seahawks, what you guys doing? Get better. Eagles and the Cowboys. Listen, okay, man. I'm going to tell you this right now. Dak Prescott is like Jekyll and Hyde. You don't know what you're going to get, but when you get the right Dak, bruh, he dismantled the Eagles primarily by himself. Like, Zeke was doing whatever, but Dak really just did whatever he wanted to do. And that was very impressive to me because this is a tough divisional game that you have to win. And they didn't only win it, they crushed them. And then the Cowboys defense, they woke up. They started playing D, interceptions, sacks, they started doing stuff. This was unbelievable. That's why I can't trust the NFC East. Because I was thinking it's going to be between the Eagles and the Cowboys, definitely, but I didn't think the Cowboys would win it. If the Cowboys play like that and Dak is able to stay in his bag like that and keep playing like that, bro, wow. Jerry Jones, you're going to have to pay this man. A couple games ago, you probably be like, yo, I don't want to pay him. But if he can do stuff like this, you're going to have to pay him. Point blank, period. Eagles got embarrassed. Doug Peterson and them idiots, I don't know what they're doing, but they got embarrassed. That whole coaching staff, them dudes got dealt with accordingly. At the end of the day, like Skip Bayless would say, how about them Cowboys? Ain't nothing I can say about it, bro. I didn't expect this to go on like that. I actually picked the Cowboys to win, but I didn't expect this. This was unbelievable. As always, you guys can always tune into me. Spotify, iHeartRadio, iTunes, GmiasWorld Podcast, available worldwide for free. Download on the go. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. Enjoy your day. One love, y'all.